So let's start with the basics. An RESP can be opened the moment a child is born. The RESP is an applicant, which is typically the parent, and a beneficiary, which is the child. The parent can contribute to the account, and these contributions are made with after-tax dollars, so you don't get a deduction. You can contribute a lifetime limit of $50,000 per child, and you can do this all in 1 year, or you can spread it out. Now, what makes these accounts so valuable is a government program called the Canada Education Savings Grant, or the CESG. The CESG will match up to 20% of your annual contributions, up to a lifetime limit of $7,200 per child. Another big benefit is that every dollar that goes into an RESP is invested on a tax-sheltered basis. So you will not pay any taxes on the investment income or growth until it comes out. And since RESPs can stay open for 35 years, this tax-sheltered growth component is very valuable. At first glance, you might think it makes sense to just dump $50,000 in an RESP the year your child is born, get the government match, and let that compound tax-free until your child goes to university. However, this would be a mistake. The government grant has a very important condition. They will match 20% of your contribution up to an annual limit of $500 per child. So you can't put in $10,000 in 1 year and get a $2,000 match. The maximum match in any 1 year is $500. So if you dump $50,000 in, you will get a government match in year 1 of $500, and because you used up your lifetime contribution limit in one go, you'll receive no more government grants. And this means you left $6,700 in free money on the table. So now that we know a lump sum contribution in year 1 is a mistake, let's break down the opposite method, which is contributing the minimum amount to get the maximum match from the government. So you contribute $2,500 every year, which will earn you the full government match of $500. So every year, $3,000 is hitting the account and being invested. You get to the 15th year and have received the maximum government grant of $7,200. However, you won't have reached the lifetime limit of $50,000 in terms of your contributions. So to top it up, you just spread out the final $12,500 over the remaining years of the plan, getting no government match on these final deposits. This is a good strategy, and honestly, it makes sense for most people. However, there's one strategy that we recommend for our clients who have non-registered savings. We call it the hybrid approach. Under the hybrid approach, you contribute $16,500 in year 1, and then $2,500 each year for 13 years and $1,000 in year 15. Under the hybrid approach, if we assume an average rate of return of 6%, you get to year 18 with an RESP value of $125,000. This is a greater value than the second strategy by $25,000. So the bottom line is that for most families, contributing $2,500 a year makes sense, as it can be really difficult to assign $16,500 right away for a child's education, especially in year 1 when you've just had children and your expenses are likely rising. However, if you have savings that are not in a TFSA or RSP and you can assign it to your child's education, that lump sum approach in line with what we call the hybrid approach might actually make sense for you.